curious to see what I encounter today. Okay, let's see. People have treatment for cold that I can give you. And I don't have the ability to do migraines yet. Don't think. I don't remember. Oh, I do. Okay. So I think I was going to heal people first, so... that's right, I couldn't give him anything, but I can go and give you the cold medicine. You are in Whitechapel. Enter at my own risk. Okay.
Sorry, sir. Over there! There's one of them.
Wow, that was not too bad.
There's safer places to be than here. Get your weapons ready! We found one! We'll crush this beast! The power of the Lord commands!
Dang, right on fast. I think definitely upgrading basic stats was a good way to go. Okay, who was it? It's you. You should be the poet, if I recall. Yep.
Good evening, Mr. Nethercott.
And good evening to you too, my good sir. Can I be of any help?
No, but I may be of help to you.
Do you need medical attention, sir?
It may be wise to let you prescribe me something. I don't feel like I should.
I understand your appetite for words and macabre beauty, sir. But you should be more careful.
The nutrition of my mind is more important than my physical health. but I appreciate your concern, sir.
I don't think I had any more stuff.
Have you
Not at all.
I'll leave you alone.
Yeah, I don't have anything else to talk to him about. Need more info to talk to the deaf man. And I need a way to get the mute girl to talk. But since I can't give you anything for right now, you're just going to be stuck like that. So, let's see. I'm actually going to track that since I'm here already. Just go back out and around this way. Just make a quick loop, go talk to her, get her to come back. If she hasn't already turned into a skull.
Best stay back, sir.
I am, I'm leaving you alone, so you leave me alone.
Are you all right, Miss Shun?
My name is Xiao Shun. This is the proper way to address someone in my country.
I do apologize, Xiao Shun. Are you all right?
Yes, I am. This is the only place where I can find some kind of serenity. Some way to remember my dear Matthew.
Are you on your own? Do you have any friends or family who you could be with?
I have family and friends, but I need to be here alone. One day maybe I'll go back to them, but not now. I need silence, and I need sadness.
Sadness can be a terrible trap. It can entangle you and weaken your heart if you let it control your thoughts.
Thank you for your sincere words, Dr. Reed. I sense you trying to help me, even if I don't quite understand why.
Tell me how your husband died, Xiao Shun.
Matthew died of the Spanish flu, like so many others. It's a mundane cause of death these days, but for me it meant the end of the world.
At this time, there is so little medical science can do to defeat this terrible epidemic. I'm truly sorry.
The worst thing is not his death, even if it tears me apart. The worst is not to have seen it coming, to have lost him so quickly, even before realizing it.
Did he hide his condition from you?
Matthew was a smiling type, a happy sort. Everything that I am not. Did he laugh at his death to come, or did he not realize what was going to happen? I'll never know.
The Spanish flu may be the worst disease mankind has ever faced. Why are you blaming yourself?
You don't understand. I didn't know he was so sick. I didn't realize the gravity of his situation until it was too late.
As harsh as this sounds, we are all equally vulnerable to this awful disease. It can take the strongest man in just a couple of days.
I never said goodbye to Matthew. We never realized how bad it was. We laughed about it even. He always made me laugh. Now I don't have enough tears to shed.
You realize you can't stay here forever, don't you? Eventually, you'll have to leave the cemetery.
Why? Why should I go? Since this is the only place I can find peace of mind.
But you're not dead. There is a difference between visiting the dead and staying with them.
You sound like you're no stranger to the pain I feel.
Let's just say, I too have a good reason to visit cemeteries at night.
Please accept
Multiple
my
reasons.
condolences for your loss then, Dr. Reed.
Are you a doctor yourself? Is this why you feel so guilty for not saving your sick husband?
No, I am not. But I still need to blame someone for Matthew's death. And who else, if not his wife, who did not see it coming?
I'm a physician, one of the best in the country. But I was unable to save my own sister, Mary. She died in my arms.
Why tell me this? Is it supposed to make me feel better?
No. But I felt I should share it with you, since she is buried here too.
May I ask what caused the death of your sister?
You could say she was also killed by a terrible disease. A disease I have sworn to fight and cure, no matter how long it takes.
Thank you for sharing that with me, Dr. Reed. Maybe it's time we start to rebuild our lives, you and I.
Indeed.
You should go home now.
I think you're right. Cemeteries are for the dead, for they need silence too. Thank you for your honesty and your wisdom, Dr. Reed.
Thank you for your company, Xiaoshun. Take care on the way home.
Maybe I'll see you again in Whitechapel. Goodbye for now.
Goodbye for now.
And she is healthy, so I don't need to be here.
Trust me.
So, okay. More. So now I just need... I wonder if I have to go and talk to him with the quest active.
Why have you not spoken to me?
I'm gonna try it just in case. Because if I can't get him to talk to me, I can heal him. Because I don't want him to eventually die because of his condition. Knock, knock.
Good evening, sir. It's me again.
Leave me alone, I say, whoever you are.
All right.
Really? I can't do anything to get his attention? Bye. Since that's down in the same area, I'm gonna go ahead and do that one. That way I can also discover the sick person and heal them.
I'd head back if I were you, sir.
I am. Don't you worry. Break. district is clean, sanitized.
It seems the Priwen are redoubling their patrols in the district. I must be more careful.
Fear no evil. We do the Lord's work here. Snuff it, Leech! Grenade! Oh my God! Away with you! Go on back to the saddle!
Yeah, take that. Common handle part. Okay. There's quite a few of them. Might as well just go ahead and get this done.
It's onto us! Get a taste of this! Don't like that, do ya?
Come here, I'm not done drinking your blood. Thank you guys for all your resources.
Step away!
Thank you for dying easily. Alright, so I need to keep going down here, but... Oh, they're in the area I can't get to yet. Okay, so maybe this will allow me to get into the other area? Doing this quest? I don't know.
Look lively! It's on! Spotted! Watch out, boys! Grenade! Oh, Christ!
Yes. Scream and regret your weakness. Hey, what's up? I'm doing good. How about you? It's good to hear from you too. It's almost Friday, so I mean, that's always a good thing. Oh, I forgot there's skulls here. Actually, I don't need to deal with you, do I? I need to go in here. It's this way. Gather info about his location. That's easy enough, I guess.
Good evening, Miss Cox.
Hello again, Dr. Reed. What do you want?
Do I want to see if you've got anything decent. No.
Good evening.
Hello again.
I'm looking for Mr. Sean Hampton. Do you know where I could find him?
The sad saint? I heard he was mugged or something.
Yes, he was. But he left hospital recently.
You don't say. Well, I suppose it's good news for the homeless and the useless. Ask them, they must know something.
Goodbye, Miss Cox.
Alright, so you don't know anything. Mr. Digby, do you know anything? Oh, there we go.
You again. What do you want?
I just want to ask you a question.
Do you know
Mr.
where I
Digby.
can find Sean Hampton? I need to talk to him.
The sad saint. Why on earth do you want to talk to him?
He was one of my patients at the Pembroke Hospital.
Oh, yeah. I heard the poor bastard had been abducted by some cunt. You better ask Tom Watts. He knows Sean Hampton well.
Okay.
Goodbye, Mr. Digby.
Oh, what's this?
Mark my words, miss. These murders are the work of a vampire.
A vampire? Whatever do you mean?
I'm a tracker of these creatures. A vampire hunter.
You best be off to your hunting then. For if the sewer dog is back and hunting all these poor folk, he needs a catching.
A sewer dog? What's it look like?
It's an old story. A monster with daggers for teeth and icy claws. He comes of a sudden, nighttime, claiming innocence, then vanishes.
Damn it. Teeth, claws, murders by night. Your sewer dog is my business. He's the kind of prey I hunt, milady.
Not a drop of blood left in his body. This is the work of a vampire.
As the vampire hunter said. Well now, let me ask you
Good evening, sir.
a question.
Have you witnessed any suspicious activity
Ichabod.
or strange events recently?
And what do you define as a strange event?
My name is Ichabod
Skip
Throgmorton,
it.
vampire hunter extraordinaire and warden of the East End.
A vampire hunter? Really?
I know what you're thinking. I'm just another lunatic howling at the moon, but I'm not. The bloodsuckers exist, and they're close.
Mr. Throgmorton, I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. I'd like to hear more about these vampires you're hunting.
A man of science? Well, I'll be glad to enlighten you.
Okay, good.
What can you tell me about this neighborhood?
Did you hear about what happened to Jack Gillingham? Poor boy. It's a shame I wasn't around to protect him.
It's impossible to protect everyone. The violence seems endemic in this part of town.
But it's my duty. I am convinced Jack Gillingham was killed by a vampire. These evil rodents are spreading like a plague.
Okay, got a hint about him.
So, how exactly are you protecting these people? I'm curious.
I patrol late at night,
Yep, that is
investigating anything unusual. I try and encourage people to stay indoors, but people are careless.
Can I help in any way?
Actually, yes. I plan to put up posters to alert the population to the vampire threat.
Are you asking me to paste posters about vampires around the docks?
If you wouldn't mind. If you did that, then I can focus on my patrols.
Sorry about that. Parents are going on a trip, so we're just making last minute arrangements and whatnot.
How do you identify a vampire?
It's simple, really. They can't stand daylight. They're afraid of garlic and holy symbols. They also cannot enter a house without being invited.
Have you ever killed one of these creatures? Yourself, I mean.
Of course I have. What kind of question is that? It's a dirty business, believe me.
I don't think he's done this very much because we already have info that some of that stuff is just myths and not really true according to this storyline.
Have you heard of the Guard of Priwen?
Of course. They're dedicated hunters. A little militant for my taste, but they do let anyone join.
Were you ever tempted to join the Guard yourself?
I did think about it, but I'm more of a silent hunter. They're more of a sanitary militia.
That's fair, I guess.
So you hunt alone? That sounds risky.
Vampires are just like every other predator. They hunt when they're hungry and follow certain patterns. It's just a matter of observation and patience.
Good point. So I got hints. I guess I can't use them right now.
I'm looking for Sean Hampton. Can you help me, Mr. Throgmorton?
The sad saint? He should be at his night asylum at this hour. But I cannot tell you how to find it, sorry.
Really? Why is that?
It's nothing personal, Doctor. I'm sure your intentions are good, but people who sleep there, they have plenty of reasons to hide.
I could make you tell me, but I respect your refusal. You really believe Sean is a saint, don't you?
All I will say is this. Gossip has it that when he was a child, he was molested. By a priest of all people. Funny thing is, though, it only strengthened his faith.
Interesting.
Maybe at least you can tell me who could help me find him.
Tell you what, go and chat with Tom Watts. He's a bartender and good judge of character. If he talks to you, then it's fine by me.
Okay, so yeah, I just need to talk to him.
Goodbye. And good hunting, Mr. Throgmorton.
It's kind of interesting, at least in the US, is child molesters who get caught and put in prison, they usually end up dead because even other prisoners hate child molesters. It's like the worst taboo. So if you ever get caught, you might as well just consider yourself dead.
Good evening, Tom.
Good evening, sir. How are you tonight? Back to the docks, are we?
You remember me then?
Of course I do. You're that man who seemed so lost when he entered my bar a few nights ago.
Thank you for your hospitality. I'm Jonathan Reed, by the way.
I'm still Tom Watts. Welcome back, Doctor.
Still Tom Watts. Oh, you didn't change your name? That's good to know.
Sabrina seems very fond of you, Tom.
I like her too. I really do. I know I'm her boss, and I'm much older and all. But I like her, for sure.
What is bothering you, then?
Sabrina is an angry one. She wears it like a coat. I'm not sure I can make her shed that anger. It hurts to see her like that.
Fair enough. Let's see, I think I already talked to you about all the other stuff.
I need to find Sean Hampton as quickly as possible. I've been told you could help me.
I heard the sad saint was recovering at Pembroke Hospital. Did he leave or something?
Yes, he did.
I believe he returned to
He may
his
have done
flock.
some other things on the
Can
way.
you confirm that?
Oh, I bet you're right. Sean can't help but worry about the poor and sick. Oh, I guess it has something to do with what happened to him as a baby.
Please, tell me.
Well, I don't like to gossip, but I heard that the sad saint was abandoned as a baby in front of a Catholic orphanage in Dublin. That would explain his faith and need to help everyone.
Fair enough.
The important thing is I find him, quickly.
Why not try his night asylum? He takes care of those who need a meal or a roof there.
Where is it?
It's in an old warehouse, northwest of here. Just follow the bank to the west and go north when you reach the end of the pier.
Alright.
Goodbye, Mr. Watts.
Perhaps I should shut the turquoise for a time.
Can't get through that way. I need to go out this way.
Wars never really end.
Yeah, you guys can fight that out. I'm not interested. And I probably still... Nope, I still can't get over that way.
Seems like the guard of Prewen is on Sean Hampton's trail, too.
Want some of this? Take a bit of this! Killing's all you deserve. Elite boys! All of you! Die, vermin! I'll send you to hell. Burn it, boys!
Can you stop?
Die, vermin! Crush the leech, boys! Die, beast! Burn it, boys! Die, vermin! Want some of this? Crush the leech, boys! I'll send you fucking alive! All of you bloody leeches need killing. Burn, I hear leeches. Crush the leech, boys! Die, vermin! Want some of this? Burn it, boys!
Yeah, enough of that.
Crush the leech, boys! Die, vermin!
Your flames do not make me fear you. I got you all. I also got a new, probably an offhand, common pistol parabellum. 3 rounds. Oh, so that's the one they always use. Nice. Now I have it too. This 40 damage. This does 74. I'll be curious to see.
The wounds on this corpse are deep, the result of rabid rage. If this is Sean's doing, he's become a murderous beast.
Indeed. Okay, where is he gone? Oh, will this get me into the east end? The docks? Nice, I need to find him up there. Unfortunately, I can't go over that way.
This is no place for a gentleman.
I know.
This is no place for you, sir. I said go back home.
I am, jeez. I'm playing normal because unless a game has achievements specifically for beating it on hard, I've kind of gotten to the point where I don't like spending a bunch of extra time beating it on hard.
Some of them. Filthy fucking beast.
Like for example, I played Kenna Bridge of Spirits, and I played it on master difficulty, but that's because normal mode was so easy. I thought that master difficulty was going to be easy, and it was not.
Killing's all you deserve.
If you could not, thank you.
Die, beast! Killing's all you deserve. Die, beast!
No, you die. Oh yeah, it was. I really enjoyed it. But like I said, normal mode was super easy. Yeah, it's super easy normal mode. I died maybe twice, I think. And then in master difficulty, man, just be prepared to die all the time. I did it kind of because I was using it as a filler in between Hogwarts Legacy and whatever game I was playing before. I don't remember exactly, but it was definitely still rewarding to finish it. Definitely still rewarding to finish it on Master difficulty. Quit resisting. Yes. I played it on normal and Master, and I did stream it both times, so... I don't really stream mini-games multiple times. I don't really play mini-games multiple times. But that was one I just decided to do because I was like, you know, I just want to play through it again because there's a lot of good stuff in it. Good animations, good music, good kind of everything. But, yeah. Like this one I think I am going to do twice because it's very different ending-wise from what I heard. Depending on how many people you kill, plus being able to get all of the experience from sucking these people's blood, I'll be able to be super overpowered vampire, which will be fun. I don't know if I'm going to play it a third time on my own just to get the perfect ending, but it just kind of depends on how long it takes. For some things, I need to go this way.
Best stay back, sir. It's an leech! Kill it!
No, it ain't. I swear it ain't.
You'll pay for that!
No, I won't.
Look at it! Got up like kids!
Shut up. Always 5 shillings and only 5 shillings.
Better go home, sir. Are you stupid? This was wrong! Let's pin it down! Lord, yes! Lord, here to step back! He's dead! I shall fear the...
Thank you, Scout, for helping me. Give me your blood. Come on. Why can't I open it? There we go. Can I not go in there?
You're not lost, sir. You seem strange to these parts.
Good evening. I'm Dr. Reed. Do you need any help?
Rest assured, I will help you, sir. Martin Nightingale, at your service. Please, take a look at my wares.
Your merchandise. I don't really see anything worth having. No offense.
None taken, sir. But please, I need to eat. Perhaps if you keep looking, you'd see something that takes your fancy.
Mayhaps so.
Let me be frank. You're as much of a businessman as I am a werewolf, right?
Who the hell are you to question me? It's hard enough to stay clean when you don't have a place to sleep. I'm doing my best here.
I meant no offense, Mr. Nightingale. I was merely pointing out the fact that you're unlikely to survive long if you continue wandering this path.
And what should I do then, sir? Should I join the Wet Boot Boys like so many others? No thanks. I'd rather be a bad seller than a dead gang member.
Fair enough.
What can you tell me about the neighborhood? Have you got any friends around these parts?
Not really. Miss Gillingham smiles and says kind words, but I know she's lost her marbles, especially since her son died.
Tell me about this crazy woman. Madness is often mistaken for other conditions.
The poor woman's mad, all right. Kind and all, but she has so much trouble remembering things. She's taken me for a son more than once.
Okay.
How interesting. I don't suppose you know what happened to her son.
Jack! Rumour has it he tried to tackle some gang lads. I didn't know him well, but I heard he was a nice enough chap. His old ma still thinks he's around.
Why not try seeking help instead of peddling your wares? I'm sure there are people around here that would gladly help.
There's always the night asylum. I heard it's run by a very nice man, but I'm no beggar. Not yet, at least.
There is no shame in asking for help, my boy. Sometimes it can even be the best course of action.
I don't feel okay with that. I'm gonna make a name for myself, and I'll do it by myself.
I'm looking for Sean Hampton. Can you help me?
He's a caretaker for the poor, is he not?
Something like that, yes.
Sorry, I don't know where he is.
Alright.
Goodbye.
Not gonna, I guess, look at your wares right now, because I'm not gonna sell you the watch. Ah, here we go. Knock knock.
Good evening, miss. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. May I come in?
I already took my medication, Doctor. But thank you.
I'm sorry. Your medication? Have we met before?
Don't tease me like that, Jack. Sorry, what?
I think I should come in, miss. I'd like to check if everything is okay, what with the epidemic spreading across London.
An epidemic, you say? How terrible. I had no idea. But where are my manners? Please do come in, Doctor. You are a doctor, yes?
It doesn't sound like she's gone mad. It sounds more like Alzheimer's or something at this point. Don't mind me, ma'am. Just gonna steal everything you have first. Unfinished letter. Rodney, I just heard what happened tonight. I ran to your house, but you were already gone, so now I am writing this note. Is it true you killed him? I can't believe it. Why? What happened? I really need to talk to you now. Please, find a way to contact me when you receive this message, since I know you can be very cautious, and to prove to you that this is not a trap, let's use a code when we meet. I'll whistle my name, Jack, in Morse code, and you'll whistle yours, okay? This way, you'll know it's really me. For now, it's a good thing you're hiding. The Wet Boot Boys are all over the neighborhood, claiming that they'll punish the man who murdered one of them. I'm sure we could make an arrangement to settle things once the heat dies down. Maybe not. Alright, now I'll talk to you.
So, Dr. Tippett, what brings you back here? I heard whispers you had a job at that fancy hospital.
I told you my name is Jonathan Reed. Don't you remember?
Of course I do. I remember my name too. Gillingham. But you may call me Enid, Doctor. I'm very happy to see you again.
What can you tell me
Usual
about
round of
this
questioning before I give the watch.
Oh no, I don't gossip. That would be most unbecoming of a lady such as myself.
Who are the more influential figures on the docks?
Well, I heard about some terrible illness going around. I would say in that case that it's you, Dr. Tippett.
Not Dr. Tippett,
Is
but
anyone
okay.
taking care of you, Miss Gillingham?
My son is always here to take care of me. He's a good boy like that, but I do worry that he needs to start living his own life. Why, I would never say that to him, of course.
Enid, have you really no idea what happened to your son? No idea at all?
I've not seen Jack for so long. I lose track of time. Has something bad happened to him?
Jack takes good care of you, Miss Gillingham.
He does indeed. My Jack is the best son a mother could ask for.
Kind of not gonna tell you either way type answer.
I found this watch. It was a gift from you to your boy, wasn't it? I think it should return to you now.
Oh, I remember. Yes, I recall the day I offered Jack this watch. Oh, it was such a beautiful day. Thank you, sir.
Trinkets and possessions help us remember our past. Promise me you'll not lose it.
I would never lose anything that belonged to Jack. Why don't you take this? Dr. Tippett? Please, for your charity.
Thank you. See, you have a headache.
Do you require medical attention, miss?
I'm glad you asked, Dr. Tippett. I must confess I haven't felt that well of late.
Okay. Have some medicine.
Try my best. Here, take this. And please, try to get some rest.
Thank you, Doctor. Thank you very much.
You are most welcome.
Goodbye, Miss Jin.
Alright. Yeah.
I know I've got something that I really fancy. If not, I'll find you something.
Let's see what you actually have
There's
now.
no need to... Show me what you have.
Factions and skulls, okay. Music box, okay. So these two are actually worth something at the moment.
Are you certain you're not lost, sir?
Music box. My dear Jack, I write this letter as long as I have the strength and the will. Not that I have something to hide or fear, except perhaps to forget what I want to tell you. I always knew you would become someone important, someone good and nice. I knew it since you were a child, when you preferred to read books rather than going to play outside. I knew it when you helped me carry groceries before you went to school and clean the house after you came back. I'm proud of you, my son, not only because I am your mother, also because you deal so well with everything around you. I'm sorry I have recently become such a burden to you. Never forget, I love you. I hope you never forget you love me. Enid. Okay, that's nice. What happened to the... Oh, this. Okay, so that's what I found. Factions and Skull. Vampire and the Guard will never have a common interest. Never. Not as long as I live. Not after I die and pass the torch to another leader. I know some of us have witnessed a strange and huge vampire hunting down Skulls just like we do. He is well dressed and seems to speak eloquently. Don't be fooled. This unknown leech and his friends seem to hate Skulls as much as we do. Some others offer them safe haven in exchange for obedience. Scouts in the north have reported that strange ceremonies occur in secluded forests of Scotland. Ceremonies of blood and human sacrifice to old pagan gods. They may be adversaries to the London vampires, but none of these leech factions could be our allies. All vampires must be destroyed, and no alliance will be made between them and us. Okay. I wasn't trying to make friends with you guys anyways.
Stranger to these parts.
You're healthy. Go ahead and talk to you since I have another hint.
Good evening, Miss J.
Of course. So, Dr.
Not that. Personal question.
Tell me, Enid, why do you feel guilty about your son?
I know I'm a burden to my Jack. I know my mind and my thoughts are drifting away. I'm so sorry. I can't help it.
This is not your doing, Miss Gillingham. You do not have to apologize for your condition.
Of course I don't, Doctor. I've done nothing wrong, I swear it. What exactly are we talking about here?
That.
Goodbye, Miss Gillingham.
Okay, so... there's only 2 people left in this area that I haven't... lost? Interesting.
And you're not lost, sir. You seem quite a stranger to these parts.
It's like somebody had too much of a party behind the bar. Bro, I already bought stuff off you. Chill. Talk to the man hiding in the sewers. Oh, this must be the part of the map that I haven't gotten to yet. I don't know if I can get to it at all yet. Start of Bruin notes. Some of our scouts recently spotted the presence of a certain Ichabod Throgmorton near the East End docks. You'll probably see him patrolling the place at night, claiming that he's a specialist of vampire extermination. Man is a fraud, not even a real con man, for he does not charge anybody for the work. But he clearly has no clue what he's talking about. If he ever approaches you for some joined hunt or collaboration, refuse and let him go. In a leech fight, the man is nothing more than bait. That was kind of the impression I got from him. Not quite sure if there's a way for me to get over there.
Best turn around if I were you. Are you deaf?
No, I'm not.
Over there! There's one of them vermin!
Okay, so that's not gonna work. Give me your blood. I need this. Thank you. I'm not welcome here, eh?
Good evening, miss. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. May I have your attention for a minute?
Good evening, sir. My name is Giselle Paxton, but I don't have time for men like you.
Have we met before?
No, but I just need to look at your fancy clothes to know that you must be desperate to visit the docks at night.
That's quite judgmental of you.
Sir, I've led enough strikes when I had a job to identify you as an enemy of the working class.
Jeez.
May I ask what you do for a living?
I'm killing myself scraping for a living. And you? Have you ever had to struggle in your entire life?
As I told you, I'm a doctor. You have to work a lot to earn that title.
Oh, a doctor. Born with money in a nice house, were we? Was Daddy a banker or a doctor himself?
Why such hatred? Are you judging me by my clothes and my job?
Course I am. Fuck, you're so blind. You don't even see your privilege. Lazy people like you disgust me.
What can you tell me about this vicinity?
Tell you what, just spend a few weeks here, and then ask me that question again. If you're still alive, I mean.
If you have something to say, say it. I'm getting tired of all this.
Oh. You want information instead? Well, here's some for you. Giselle Paxton does not like you at all, Doctor.
You don't know me, Miss Paxton, and yet you see me as an enemy.
Your manners, your clothes, your words tell me everything about you, sir. I know your kind, and you don't belong here.
You're right. I have never suffered from poverty. But that doesn't mean I don't fight it and its consequences.
I really doubt you ever had to fight for anything in your life, Dr. Reed.
Except how about in a war?
You speak of strikes and class enemy. Am I right to assume you're involved in trade union activism?
You bet I am. Well, I was. Nowadays, I'm just another worker blacklisted by the big companies.
You lost your job because of your beliefs.
Those bastards really hate a worker who refuses slave wages and unsafe conditions, especially when it's a woman.
Isn't the whole point of trade unions to help workers in need? Why don't they support you?
A few nights back, I lost the money my companions had asked me to hide. With me and my sister being penniless, they thought I stole it.
What really happened?
I drank too much that night. Strange men saw me count the money in that bar. Some sort of militia in uniform. I'm sure they robbed me.
You don't even remember?
I'm looking for Sean Hampton. Can you help me?
What is it you want? Does he owe you money? Has he displeased your Royal Highness? I'm no snitch, Mr. Fancy Pants.
No, you're just a drunk.
Well, I'll leave you for now.
Apparently.
Goodbye, Miss Paxton. It's locked.
Bottle will soon be empty.
She's healthy. Anti-vampire posters ×5. There we go. Wanted to make sure you were open. Right, that one was locked.
Good evening, miss. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. Can I help you?
A fancy doctor lurking at night by the docks? Not fishy at all.
And what about you? Working outside at night in this dangerous part of town?
You want to know my secret? I'm trying to earn money. And I'm Lottie Paxton, by the way.
Is it not dangerous to work here at night?
As long as I have good legs, I can run away from trouble. The Sad Saint now provides me and my sister a bed and a roof. I don't want to lose that.
What can you tell me about the Sad Saint?
It's just the nickname of Sean Hampton, the Sad Saint of the East End. He gave me shelter, and he's not always sad.
Are you homeless, Miss Paxton?
Mr. Hampton's night asylum is our new home now. It's a safe place for me and my sister.
What can you tell me about this place? How are things here?
It may be okay for a strong girl like me, but a dandy doctor from the city like yourself, you better watch your back, Mr. Reed.
Hmm? You really think I should go back to a safer place, miss?
No. I think you had better stay and help as many people as you can. Just avoid the wet boot boys. Those bastards are worse than the epidemic.
Which local dangers must I avoid?
Well,
Wet boot boys.
the gangs, the thieves, the drunks, the jobless. A man with your fancy clothes will attract a lot of attention.
Well, I am not someone so easily intimidated.
Glad to hear that. And if you get into trouble, you can always seek help at Sean Hampton's shelter. No one would dare to be violent there.
Goodbye, Miss Paxton.
Alright. She is not nearly as angry as her sister.
Sean knows something about him.
Ooh. Handwritten prayer. Dear Lord, this is my prayer for my beloved mother, Gertrude Paxton, who now awaits her daughters in heaven. Till that day, I thank you for allowing me to wake up and go through each new day in honest poverty and modesty. Please protect the good Mr. Hampton, who let us sleep in his night shelter. I humbly ask you to forgive me for the resentment I feel towards my sister, Giselle, since mother died. Blessed be her soul. Thank you, God, for hearing me. Amen. Interesting. Yeah, I'm kind of not surprised she didn't like her sister, because her sister is apparently a drunk and is mean to everybody. Oh, old newspaper. The bomb exploded just after dawn in front of the Dawson & Dawson munitions factory, largest employer in the district. Detonation smashed the windows of all the factories in North Southwark. It's a miracle only 2 people died in the attack, confirmed Chief Superintendent Alexander Brighton. So were those 2 the last ones? Yeah, okay. So with her healed and whatnot, probably, other than this guy who I either haven't met yet or he's just randomly disappeared. I should be able to get this place sanitized as well. How do you know I'm here? I feel like there should be... Well, no, there's a shop here and here. 2 shops here, 2 shops here. It seems like there's only 2 shops in each district.
Glad to see you again.
Lottie, tell me about the death of your mother.
Giselle killed her. Plain and simple. She killed her with her daily whims, her laziness, and her complaints.
That's quite a statement. You can't kill someone because you're fickle.
Mother was very ill, but I forgave Giselle. What I couldn't stand was how she cried at her funeral like she was the one left alone.
Perhaps your sister is not as tough as you are.
I know that, and I don't blame her. It just makes me sad that my own sister is the person I understand the least.
Giselle is the only family you have left. Don't you think it's time you forgave her?
Sometimes words are harder to forgive than acts, Dr. Reed.
Fair point.
Goodbye, Miss Paxton.
Time to see what's down, because I have a feeling he might be down here. Or maybe not. Maybe there's nothing down here. Except for a box. With a bottle of alcohol. Okay.
I cannot enter.
D. Oh, there you are. The heck? Oh, it's... Okay, so yeah, it's gotta be outside. I'm gonna say I didn't see anything in here. Guess I gotta go out and around here, most likely. I'm kind of surprised there's not been any safe houses around here, because I kind of wanted to just see what I could upgrade at this point. Oh, there is a hideout. Oh, right, that hideout over there. I guess I gotta go around then. That's fine. Desk is right here. Alright. There, two of you. Okay. So you do have 40 damage, go up to 56. And reduce your time a bit. Good hand parts. Oh, I could actually upgrade you. Might as well. More blood. Okay, so you do 95, but I get 5 points of blood per hit. Give me 2.5. Okay, it's at least something. There's so much ammo. I don't use the guns at all. Not quite sure if I'm going the right way, but I am willing to try. There, level 20 skull, down the drain. pop up out of nowhere if you want, but didn't work out very well for you, did it? Okay, so I don't think I was supposed to come over this way. How in the world am I supposed to get to him? Don't know. Oh, can I go around behind this way? Ah. Here we go. Should we wait in this where I started before? Maybe I'll try asking you.
Glad to see you.
I'm looking for Sean Hampton. Can you help me?
Mr. Hampton must be in his office at the night asylum he manages, I suppose. Why do you want to see him?
He was a patient of mine at the Pembroke Hospital, but he left abruptly.
I see. Well, Mr. Hampton is a discreet and dedicated man. I'm sure you'll find him soon enough.
Goodbye, Miss Paxton.
Come now, Lottie. There is still much
So,
work to
in the
do.
office. Oh, it's literally right here. My bad.
Why the long face, Doctor?
Is it all that worries you, Sean? My long face? Really?
This is a blessing for me, to become a Skal. Immortality gives me more time and energy, if truth be known, to run a shelter. What more could I want?
Since you left Pembroke, the amount of blood that has been shed, it's hard to believe you, Sean.
Ask what you will. As the Lord is my shepherd, I will not speak a lie to you.
Aren't you afraid of what you've become?
We are blessed, Doctor. Can't you see it? The Lord has made us able to walk amongst the plague and aid those that need it.
Do you think this is a blessing when God's own house and holy symbols repel you?
If that is your burden, Doctor, so be it. But I do not fear the cross, nor am I forced to take the life of another. My kind doesn't share your imperfections.
But you must drink blood now to survive.
No, not your scripture. Whoso eateth my flesh and drinketh my blood hath eternal life, and I will raise him up at the last day. So saith the Lord. I only need to eat flesh, no blood.
Why return here?
This is my home. These people are my flock. You will always find me where I am needed.
Wonders never cease. Skal managing an asylum.
And what of you? A vampire doctor? Meals laid out.
Just didn't skip that.
And what about William Bishop? He tried to take care of you. But this hunger, this thirst, cannot be restrained.
Alas, poor William. He had a good soul, but was weak in spirit. He could not shake the thirst for booze, never mind blood. But have faith. My will is far stronger than his.
Why did you kill Miss Jones at the Pembroke Hospital?
killed old Harriet? You must be mad, Doctor. Why would I do such a thing?
So you claim Miss Jones' death was not by your hand, nor the other incidents at Pembroke?
Though Harriet was an angry, spiteful woman, she was one of God's creatures. I have nothing but love for all he has made.
But you were close to her.
Of course. But she was lost, separated from the fold. She did not see the hand of the divine in my blessed condition.
People have been murdered. I've seen the blood. I don't believe you can be trusted.
Have a little faith, Doctor. If you will follow, I will guide you to the light.
How do you plan to do that?
Take this key of the old sewers. The entrance is by the riverbank, south from here. There you'll find all the proof you need.
I'm intrigued.
Very well. You have definitely intrigued me. I hope you're right, Sean.
I'll be here when you return. If you still think I'm a threat then, well, I'll surrender myself to your judgment.
Okay. Ah, okay, so now I can get down there and perhaps help the person who needs it. There we go. Oh, you're back here. This way, yes, this way. Stop me, do you? How about I just do this? Quit running. No, you die. But the corpses are already gone? It must... How does it decide when to clean them up and when to not?
It ain't human! Kill it! We cannot defeat it! Oh Christ! He's dead! Keep your eyes on it! It's not for him! Go on back to the shadow!
No. Give me your blood. Here we go. Sewers are healthy, apparently.
That doesn't work.
This right here kind of reminds me of, was it Resident Evil 1 or 2? I think it was 1. That underground area, sewage area.
So that's it. These wheels control the water level.
Interesting. I see what I need to do. Barrels. You must die.
That gate should shut properly now.
Wonder if I can open you now? A lead plate A. Ah, I can open you now. Where'd you go? Go ahead and swap to... Well, no, you do a lot of damage. Problem though is it requires 2 bullets. Kind of like you better because I get 2 shots out of you. There's a lot of bones down here. Enter at my own risk, eh? That door is locked. Oh, hi there, big man.
These maggots have escaped the wrath of Ascalon for too long. It is time to purge the sewers of their filth.
You again! The one they call the sewer dog.
Hold your tongue, newborn, or I'll crush you like a maggot.
You've let the beast consume you.
Finally! A touch of lucidity.
Do I get to fight you now?
So learn to respect the laws of Ascalon!
Jeez. Guess I have to time the dodges very perfectly. He's got a long reach. Got them long arms and long legs.
You shall learn to respect the laws of Ascalon! Whence you vanished, I'll slaughter these scalds while singing your name! Blood to the pit, and thine shall be a fair skull to adorn my mantle. Power you. I shall crush you. Your blood is now mine.
Oh, that does damage to me? I didn't realize. Okay. I would have avoided that if I'd known it.
You shall learn to respect the law. My power you Once you vanished, I'll slaughter these scalds while singing your name. Neck shall snap like hairs, brittle bones, newborn.
Now give me your blood instead. Try to give me your blood.
Return to your apothecary and needles. I shall crush you.
Defeat the beast. You're dang right I did. Take that. Anything else down here? It's too bad he doesn't drop some kind of weapon or anything. Oh well, I guess it's just time to go back up. Oh, I can get through here. Nice.
At least one Skal escaped Fergal's wrath. The poor creature is bleeding to death. He cannot be far. How could he have made it this far? There's blood everywhere.
I don't know.
Safe we are, still. Drink now.
Bless you, Bridget.
This isn't the blood of a vampire, but it will quench your thirst. This is our domain, not yours. You've been warned.
Wait, I saved you from this creature. That must count for something.
Thank you. Now go. Go back to the streets and houses. There is no love lost between us, vampire. But thank you.
Sean Hampton sent me here. I believe he wanted me to find you. Who are you?
If you must know, they call me Old Bridget. And this shelter is where we live.
I'm Jonathan Reed. I'm a newborn Ekon. I'm afraid I'm not sure what's going on.
I shall not bend a knee, young Ekon. But I sense your pain. Ask, and I will afford you my attention.
Why was that creature after you?
Fergal is the blunt instrument of the Ascalon Club. His masters would see us dead or turned into slaves if they had their way.
What the hell was that thing? He wasn't an Ekon or a Skal.
They are known as Volkod, an ancient offshoot of immortals. Blood drives them, enrages them.
Okay.
What of this Ascalon Club?
Vampire society's elite in the Empire. They make the rules and enforce their judgment upon us whom they see as lessers.
So is it you that Sean Hampton sent me to find?
Perhaps. The sad saint was always kind to us. He must trust you if he revealed our location.
Sean is a Skal. All those I've encountered have been violent, crazed creatures. How can he be any different?
Maybe because he is the sad saint. Or perhaps because I am old Bridget of the Sewer Skulls.
Sean killed a patient of mine. And that's just one of the murders he's being hunted for.
If you refer to Harriet, she is now among us and under our protection.
Harriet Jones is alive. That's it. That's the proof Sean wanted me to find. I must talk to her.
No. Harriet is not alive. But you can speak to her. I must warn you. She is fragile and may not receive you warmly.
I don't understand.
She is filled with bile and hate. Her mind is sharp as a tack, but her body is so weak. I've never seen its like before. She is resting in a room on the far right of this hideout.
Thank you. I will bear that in mind.
Okay. I was wondering, so she isn't dead. Yep, just force push him out of the way because collision. Who's crying? Can I talk to you?
Eternal gratitude for your protection, Master. Eternal gratitude for your protection, Master. Old Bridget says you are one to trust.
How did word get around? I literally just talked to her.
Keep your distance, Echo.
Oh hey, there she is. Still need to find you, who's 30 meters away. But first let me finish looting everything they have down here. Hey, a safe room. What do you know? A hideout. A common mace. Alright. Okay, I've got so many pistol bullets, I should probably use my pistol more. Not really bothering too much with the two-handed weapons, just because they're not going to be super useful. Might as well, I've got nothing else to spend the parts on at the moment. So you do 62, but you are able to fire 3 rounds in quick succession. This one has 15 stun as compared to 5, so... I don't know, I kind of like the higher damage and higher stun, so I'm going to probably keep that as my current weapon of choice.
Your smell is enticing. Sweet of blood. Ascalon has stalked us for ages upon ages.
Ooh, sturdy blood sample. Supremacy of icons. It is no coincidence that Econs are the most imminent and most numerous of all vampires. Econs are the true aristocracy of immortals and, if I may add, they are the only ones able to stay at the top of the food chain. Everywhere I traveled, I only met Econs assuming mortal lives or forming an immortal society. Econs are the most human, most clever, and most educated of all vampires. Don't get me wrong here. I have nothing against more exotic species like Volkod who share the gift of immortality with us. Most of them can prove useful, if properly canalized towards a clear goal, but they lack the most important trait of all, the ability to mingle with mortals without being spotted. Therefore, the Ascalon Club should only accept Econ of the highest lineage as members of its inner circle. Depending on circumstances, Volkods could be accepted as war dogs or hunting hounds as long as they obey our laws. Luckily enough, these lesser cousins have a natural tendency to submit and obey their masters. Interesting.
Hello, Harriet. Do you recognize me?
Yes, you were from the Pembroke Hospital. The young doctor. So full of secrets.
I have so many questions I need to ask you, Harriet. If you would.
I love questions. As for the answers, you may not like them.
How do you feel?
I can't see. I can't move. My body's burning. I feel as if I'm dying over and over again.
Have you tried to eat or drink something?
People here tried to feed me, but I'm just not hungry. I don't have the strength.
Does the pain ever stop?
It is not pain I feel. It's like I can't stop feeling every inch of my body. But at the same time, each muscle and bone is the wrong place.
Interesting.
Your room, the blood. What brought you to fake your death in such a gruesome fashion?
To see if I would be mourned.
Why flee with Sean Hampton?
Oh, it's always a pleasure to see a saint fall to sin. But the coward still won't kill.
Do you take pleasure in causing so much pain and sorrow?
Nobody gave a damn about me. Not a tear shed. Poor Harriet. Always the discarded.
Why did you come here?
And why not? This is where I live now. Leave me be.
Will you respect old Bridget's wishes? Will you obey her?
Bridget is kind. She only needs to keep me fed and I'll be good.
So you desire to stay here?
Yes, I'm with my own kind. Birds of a feather, so to speak. Poor Harriet. Always alone.
I have a question of the utmost importance to ask. Will you answer?
Questions, questions, questions. The good doctor, always searching for answers.
Do you remember what you did after leaving the hospital? Did you kill anyone?
First, a question from me. You answer first.
Very well then. What do you want to know?
Are you like me? Are you also dead?
We are not dead, Harriet. Death no longer pertains to us. We are different.
I like what I am. I truly do. I relish the pain that courses through me.
I know you fled the hospital with Sean Hampton. Did you or Sean kill anyone in your flight? Anyone? Try and remember.
I will not lie. I wanted blood, and I wanted revenge, and Sean pulled me from it, brought me here instead. But the shadows heard my prayers. The shadows killed that bastard.
Who was that man? The one murdered in the street?
He used to be my landlord. I lived here for many years before falling ill. Oh, he was an awful man. Disgusting and cruel. So cruel.
You sought vengeance by your own hand, and someone else obliged you. Very convenient. Don't lie to me.
I don't lie. I saw him near the docks, and rightly I wished him dead. And I am happy he is. It's true. But I didn't kill him. I was too tired.
Shadows? Tell me what you saw.
The shadows, they heard me and answered. Something in the deep darkness, quick, deadly. It asked me if I wanted revenge. I answered, yes.
And these shadows, this presence, do you still hear it? Was it a vampire? Did Sean see it?
It spoke only to me, and now it is silent, but it is born of hatred. And it will kill again. And it hates you, Doctor. Oh, it hates you.
What makes you say that?
It whispered your name, Dr. Reed. It wanted to know who you were and where you went.
Questions about me? What did you say?
Nothing, Doctor. I said nothing. There was nothing it didn't already know. Oh, I'm tired now. Let me rest.
You have provided me with a great deal of information, so perhaps I shall.
Have you found the answers you were looking for, young Ekon?
There is too much left unanswered. So many questions.
Get to know us, spend time with us, and I may be willing to answer more questions.
Why do you live here, amongst the filth and vermin?
Live. Here we hide.
What are you hiding from?
From the guilt, the shame, from the hunters and the light. And of course, our past.
Why don't you leave the city? Hide somewhere far from the Guard of Priwen, the Ascalon Club.
We are the Sewer Skulls. This is our domain. We have run as far as we can, and now we hide.
Your diction, your words. You do not carry yourself like most Skulls I've encountered.
True. I'm not like most Skulls.
You were once someone else. What happened to you?
It is as sad as it is long, young Ekon, but it will remain mine.
Can I be of service to you?
We ask but one thing. Reveal to no one our secrets. Do not betray us.
I don't see any reason to.
For how long have you been in hiding here?
Skulls have been hiding under London since vampires first entered the city.
Where did you hide before the sewers?
We claimed ancient tunnels, forgotten caverns, catacombs. We are skulls, groveling beneath the feet of our makers.
What manner of creature is Harriet? She is different from everyone else.
I really don't know. I'm not even certain she is a skull. I've no idea as to what blood made her.
What is a skull, in fact, in your honest opinion?
The progeny of a vampire, disavowed by her maker. Perhaps a fruitless branch of a noble tree. A word used to enslave us. I cannot say.
You mentioned that vampire blood has tremendous potency. You believe it to be stronger than your own?
The vampire's sweet blood. That rich, dark wine that we crave. For it made us, and it can sustain us.
I thank you for your time, madam. I must go back to Shornhampton now.
Your kindness has been ample payment, Egon. To protect us, I'll close the access to our hideout, but you can use our shortcut to reach Mr. Hampton's shelter. Just follow the arrows.
Thank you, old Bridget. I hope we'll meet again.
Alright, but before I leave, should be somebody over here. Oh, it's you.
Are you all right, sir? What are you doing here?
I could ask you the same question. Don't you know this is a quarantine zone?
I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. I'm investigating the epidemic. You had better get to a safe place while you still can.
Oh, really? Well, go investigate somewhere else and leave me be.
I beg your pardon?
I said go. Leave me alone, sir.
Rodney, you're the man who killed that gang member, are you not? Is that why you are hiding in this godforsaken place?
Yes, I did. I did not even know his name.
Then why did you kill him?
That arsehole always mocked me for the color of my skin. Usually I let it go. But not that night. We fought. He died.
Unfortunately, I have met several murderers during my lifetime. You don't look like them. I can tell you're no cold-blooded killer.
You're right, sir. At first it was just a simple argument between us. But the man had a bad fall.
Believe me, Rodney, you won't survive here long. No matter what you did, you must go back to where you used to live.
I'll go back to the docks then. But if I die, remember that the blood of Rodney Grader will be on your hands.
Alright, there we go. Got that investigation done. I wonder, will this lead up to the door that was locked? It does.
It's locked,
but it's locked from this side too. Okay. I'm gonna have me a nice juicy level up here. So I evolve for the night. Quit telling me to rest to evolve. I know.
You're spared it enticing. So sweet. How is London? I've not seen beyond these walls in such a long time.
Yeah, well, you might want to hold back on taking a trip to visit now. It's not that great of a place at the moment.
Bridget says you are one to trust.
Hey, you guys have a bar up here too.
Will you end us?
No, I do not plan to. There's no reason to.
Vampire hunters will never find us here.
As a matter of fact, I plan to get rid of all the vampire hunters. And probably the Ascalon Club, because why not?
It's locked.
So many bodies.
It's locked.
Welcome back, Dr. Reed. Would you like to take communion with me now?
Sean, are you eating raw flesh?
It is the sacred flesh of the mortal lamb.
Is it his own fingers?
Our Lord's bountiful transmutation for the sustenance of his believers. Thank you, Lord. I am your most humble servant.
So, true to your word, you waited for my return.
I told you, Dr. Reed, I was a man to be trusted. Did you have words with the poor Harriet?
I did.
You make no distinction between the living and the skulls, do you?
We are God's children, Dr. Reed, one and all, and he's determined to save us.
What will be the result if you continue to assist both skulls and the living?
For the last decade, that's what's been happening. And they found a better life. What's to change?
You're forgetting the epidemic. Things can go south very quickly. I've seen it.
Oh, these are terrible times. Only those pure of heart shall prevail.
You've turned Skal now. Don't you see the danger to anyone giving you their trust?
We are all sinners, awaiting salvation. This is a simple truth, ordained by the Lord Almighty. I am a seeker of his glorious light.
Does this place belong to you? How can you be so certain you can keep it open?
This warehouse was once property of the Dawson family, but has been bequeathed me through donation.
The Dawsons? The wealthiest family in London? Have they a clue as to what goes on here?
Not at all. The donation was made before the war. The building was run down. I never met Aloysius Dawson myself.
So you have the run of the place and no one's taken notice?
As long as we keep to ourselves, we interest no one. This is a haven, and I pray it remains so for eons to come.
Harriet, Miss Jones, has been behaving in a most violent manner. She's going to need special attention.
That's precisely the reason I brought her here. To meet old Bridget. She's the guide Harriet requires.
Who is this old Bridget?
I don't know, Doctor. She rarely speaks of her past, but I know she has a long one. She's likely the oldest soul in the city.
Harriet is possessed by her hatred. You cannot let her roam free. She's dangerous.
She has joined her own kind, Doctor. Old Bridget is a saint to the younger Skals, guiding them to salvation and peaceful existence.
I believe I've learned all I need to know. I'm certain you've killed no one, but one day I believe you'll cross the line.
Logic is a false prophet. Faith is the only path to salvation.
What do you mean? We
have been blessed with God's eternity. We are the instruments of his divine will. We shall feed the hungry forever and ever. Amen.
I feel like I can trust him. He seems like he is devoted enough, at least for now.
I will strive to emulate your merciful nature, Sean, but it's a difficult pledge to make.
Give yourself over to God, Doctor. Expel your urges and kneel before the Lord in praise.
These urges. You know the hunger will never be satisfied.
I've come to embrace the everlasting craving. I have sworn to feed only upon the flesh of the dead. It is now my sacrament. Take, eat. This is my body. So saith the Lord.
I believe you, Sean. In fact, I envy the peace you found and will remember it.
There is love and compassion in your heart. You only need to give it wings.
Thank you for your kind words, Sean. Continue your noble efforts. You are a good man in bad times.
Keep to the light, my friend. Like all my flock, you have a home here. Anytime you're in the neighborhood.
Sacrificial lamb. Oh, I guess my mesmerize ability went up. Folded paper. Forgive me, God, for what I'm about to confess. Sometimes I wish I never saved Dyson Delaney from drowning when he fell in the canal. There, I said it. Please forgive me, Lord, for I am just a sinner. Dyson may be the most frustrating case I ever had to deal with since I opened my night shelter in the East End. For years, I have tried to understand why this man regularly makes me so irritated, and I think I recently found why. Dyson has stopped fighting, for good and forever. I've met so many heavy drinkers in my life, men, women, rich, poor, young, and old. I've witnessed their fight with their demons, their past, their guilt, and their failures. Sometimes they can put a name on this inner evil of theirs. Sometimes they have never been able to identify the real causes of their despair. But in most cases, for these men and women, to drink is a way to keep fighting. Of course, it is a useless and destructive form of struggle, but at least this self-destruction means that something makes them suffer. And they still fight against this pain they feel so deep inside. Even a severe alcoholic like William Bishop keeps struggling with his addiction and asking for salvation, for the light of Christ. And as long as they wish to see this light, there is a place for hope. Dyson Delaney has no hope left. He does not drink to smother his pain, no. I am convinced he is conscientiously drinks for the sadist joy of smothering all hope. I really don't know what is a worse sin, to deliberately cast away hope from your own heart, or complacently bask in self-destruction. So I'm curious as to what the consequence will be this time.
Another corpse thrown in the streets. Someone's playing a very sick game. Good evening, Mr. Throgmorton.
Dr. Reed, can I be of any assistance? Have you noticed anything suspicious lately?
Did you see what happened to him?
Actually, yes. He was thrown from the roof like a vulgar log.
Why is it that you sound so afraid?
You didn't see it. He was dead before he hit the ground. The strength required to do such a thing, well, it beggars belief.
Who could have done that?
Who? Well, a vampire, of course. Look, Bite marks on the neck and lacerations here. There is definitely a vampire close by.
Closer than you think. But that's not your problem.
Goodbye, and good hunting, Mr. Throckmorton.
Glad to see you again, Mr. Reed.
Did you see what happened?
No. I was coming back to the shelter from work when I heard an awful scream, and there was this man, dead, just in front of the building.
You saw nothing at all?
No, I told you, just that awful woman's scream.
A woman scream? Are you sure?
Of course. It was terrifying. I thought it was my sister, so I ran. But it was a man I've never seen round here before.
Oh.
Goodbye, Miss Paxton.
So a woman screamed, but it was a man?
You again? What do you want?
I got a question for you.
Did you see what just happened?
No, I didn't. And I don't care.
Really? Why is that?
Because this sexist pig is one of the 4 men who blacklisted me. Good riddance, if you ask me.
Well, I'll leave you for now. Goodbye, Miss Paxton. I know this brooch. This is my mother's. A birthday gift from father. "29 Pretty Orchard Street. That's near Poplar's district. Why would this man carry off my mother's brooch? I must go there." It's locked, all right.
Okay, so I just need to go up there. That's actually not very far. Okay, and I should just be able to go straight across here. This building, and then up there. Okay. Yes, this building. I'll let them soften each other up just a bit. Jeez. He hits hard. Come on. Oh well. They're just 5 levels higher than me, so they hit pretty hard. There, everybody take a hit of that. Get wrecked this time.
This is not a place for you, sir. Stop right now! Get them weapons ready! Die, vermin! Since implying I did.
"29 Pretty Orchard Street. This is it. What's in there for me?" There's been a fight here.
Codeine. An advertisement in the apartment?
This window was shattered with violent force. Someone's been pulled through it and dragged through the street. Who could have done that?
Maybe a vampire.
Where does this blood trail lead?
Stay away! Lead spot! Christ, he's dead!
You actually heard of it.
You're surprising. Occasionally, you make a good point. We're being misled. Or worse, we're being baited by leeches playing a nasty game.
The beast must die!
I ought here to step back!
We'll crush it!
Stop! Vampire!
I shall fear no evil.
I don't care if you fear no evil, you shall fear me because you're dying by my hands. Hey, a new hideout. A vampire club, eh? Do you think vampires hide in the dodgy areas and the hovels of London? No, they hide in the highest clubs and fancy houses of the West End. I know for a fact that some of them rule the empire in secret. They have a club. They have public figures. They have balls and fancy parties. They aim to control the country and our destinies. We must reveal them for what they are. Greedy enemies of mankind, born into this world to bring us all into the eternal darkness of hell. You know them, but you don't dare to pronounce their names. I will, soon. And everybody in London will know the name of the Vampire Club.
The marks on this woman's neck were made by the fangs of a vampire.
only a golden watch in her pockets.
Guess I don't really need it. I'll take it though. Somebody might want it. Might be able to give it
Her
to them.
shoes and clothes are quite worn out. This is the very flower my mother tossed on Mary's coffin. Someone is targeting my family.
I see you.
Right then. It's a sick game. But given no choice in the matter, I might as well win it.
Indeed. Need to go over and take care of these events though. And do the upgrade. Yes, this may be a macabre game. That's okay, because I will play it and I will win it. Oh, will this open that door that has been closed? Going into Whitechapel. No, apparently not.
What was that?
Don't think I don't hear you.
I won't let you escape. You're very fast, but I'll catch you. They've all been butchered. I can still sense a presence.
What have you done?
Vicar Larrabee, what happened?
Demon! Hell Scourge! Son of perdition!
Vicar! Vicar! Jonathan's no demon. He's just a soul. Returned from the dead. Like your Christ, Vicar.
Mary, is it really you?
Oh, it's me, all right. Precious brother.
What is Mother doing here?
I'm gathering the family for a final reunion. All smiling, all dead. Thanks to the good Dr. Reed.
Mary.
Mother, say hello to your son.
Hello, Jonathan.
Mother,
What do we have here, Mother? The prodigal son has lost his tongue. Our Jonathan always had the first and last word at dinner. The entertainer, the star of our show.
I'm sorry. Let me explain.
Shut up. It's my turn to do the talking. I have this nasty hole in my chest, Johnny. It needs to breathe.
Of course. You can speak.
My prayers went so long without an answer. My husband, killed in France. My child, carried away by the flu. My brother promising to return in his letters, then disappearing in thin air. I went from hospital to hospital, cemetery to cemetery, grave to grave. I've lifted every stone in London, searching for an end to the nightmare. And there you were, in front of me, on a dark pier.
The hunger had taken me.
The joy to have finally found you. I longed for your arms, a final happy ending to so much tragedy, to tell me all would be well again, as you did when we were children. It was this filthy dock where you greeted your sister. I dug a tunnel from my grave with my fingers and teeth.
Mary. I thought I had murdered you. I tried to end myself. We've been through the same horror.
We are a disease, Jonathan. A sickness that corrupts all it touches. All we kiss, and all we kill. Look at me. Admire your ilk.
I'm so sorry.
Apologies will not suffice. I demand reparation. I want a miracle. Are you a miracle worker, Dr. Reed? No? I'll show you mine then. The family Reed, reunited and complete, living forever in a red sea of eternal love. Time to go, Mother. Say hello to my son for
Mary,
me.
wait. I have made friends with vital knowledge. Vampires. We are not alone, Mary. With time, we can learn to live almost as we lived before.
How long?
What?
How long will this masquerade continue? I've been watching you. All these nights in Whitechapel, pretending you're still a doctor. You believe you're just fighting a disease. But it's you, the disease. Jonathan, you!
I'm a scientist. I'll find a solution. Let our mother go, please.
You're always the one to sway me to reason, Jonathan. But before, your motivations were always pure. Now you're tainted.
Let her go! She has no part to play in this.
Very well. Have you heard our good doctor? You can go home, Mother. Go home and rest in peace.
Yes, I'll go home and rest.
It's so easy to make them obey or forget, puppets for our pleasure. I've seen you have your fun.
You are mad.
So that's what I am, Doctor. Mad. I was beginning to wonder. I've been hearing these voices in my head, one in particular, that of my dead brother. This is the reason I must kill you. Not for your betrayal, not for our poisonous kiss, not even for the lies you tell yourself. No, it's so that smooth and wicked voice will stop ringing in my ear.
Mary. No, don't!
Time to die, brother. And this time for good. Abomination.
Jeez. You're level 21, and I'm level 15. I don't know if I've quite got enough in it to do this. I need to evolve first. And you know what? Nah. I get it. I just need to swap to my trusty shotgun since she is vulnerable to this. I also need to not forget that I can actually hit G to use some other stuff.
Please help me!
Slayer! Assassin! What have you done? You've killed me, brother! You've burned away Nurse Crane's mind. You're a monster! Kiss me again. Give me your blood, priest. Final thoughts are just to die for. You left me to rot in this grave. Come to me, Jonathan.
Oof. Yeah, so before I do this, I might need to evolve, so I think I'm gonna go back to, I think I'm gonna go back and do the events, then evolve. Yeah, screw you guys, I don't really care. Can I not leave now? What I want to know is, so the vampires, they have to apparently have the intent to create kin, but how could Jonathan, who had no idea and not have any intent, still somehow manage to create Mary as kin?
It is good to see you again, Jonathan. How are you?
I'm better than one might expect, Lady Ashbury. Dr. Swansea has asked me to investigate the recent disturbances in the hospital, caused by skulls.
Really? What do you mean?
I discovered the most intriguing skull. An elderly woman answering to the name of Old Bridget, and a man who helps them remain hidden in London.
Old Bridget? Peculiar name, I've never heard of her.
According to Old Bridget, Skulls can lead a peaceful existence like us. They are even able to nourish themselves by feeding on corpses and the flesh of the dead.
How vile. Please, Jonathan, let's change the subject.
Fair enough.
I discovered... Goodbye for now.
So I guess it was just... Okay, new dialogue options.
Good evening, Nurse Hawkins.
Good evening, Dr. Reed.
Goodbye.
Daily routine.
Good evening, Miss.
Evening.
Goodbye.
Fear and disgust on every street corner. The daily routine.
Oh, is it maybe upstairs, I wonder? Ah, yes, it's probably him. Oh, there you are.
Jonathan, at last. I've been worried sick. Have you solved the case of our poor Sean Hampton?
Don't worry, Edgar. The reputation of Pembroke Hospital is secure. Sean Hampton was not the guilty party.
Is that true? Oh, good news. Good news indeed.
What do you know of the Ascalon Club?
Not as much as I would like. There have always been rumors about a secret society of vampires operating in the interests of the British Empire, though I've never met a member.
I crossed paths with one, a terrifying creature going by the name of Fergal. He was sent by the Ascalon Club to exterminate the Skulls of the East End.
By the stole, Jonathan. If vampires are eliminating their own progeny, then dark times are upon us. Darker than I've ever witnessed.
Do you think Lady Ashbury would know of them?
Jonathan, our beloved lady is not one for social dalliances, nor the assemblies of dark orders. She's a woman of superior taste and selective acquaintance.
Does the name Old Bridget ring any bells?
I've never heard of her. Why? A patient of ours? I must confess, I don't know them all.
No, it's just someone I recently met. A fascinating woman. I had thought that perhaps...
By the stole, Jonathan, you've met another vampire? I would appreciate an introduction, if that's the case.
I found Harriet Jones. She's much the same old, embittered woman she was, only she's been made a skull. Her transformation did not go well.
Incredible.
Oops.
I doubt that. She can barely move. Perhaps we could learn more about the degeneration of skulls.
Perhaps. But she could also belong to a new species. We know so little of the laws that dictate vampire reproduction.
Were there any studies made by your order on the subject?
Not that I'm aware of. I will transmit your discovery to the Brotherhood's primate. He will be delighted.
All right.
A pleasure as always, Edgar.
Ooh. A warning letter. Dear Dr. Swansea, I must inform you of my deepest reservations concerning the Dr. Thoreau Strickland and Harvey Fiddick case. Mr. Fiddick has been hospitalized after a severe work injury. He may permanently lose the use of his arm if not treated adequately. Dr. Strickland claims that a surgical procedure may save the man's arm completely. I say it may also sever its functions for good if complications arise. Our young colleague is an audacious and daring surgeon who might prove a great professional in a few years. For now, he lacks the skills to perform such a risky procedure. Need I remind you of the mistakes he made in the past? Since Dr. Strickland refuses to listen to me, I strongly advise you to forbid him to perform such a hazardous experiment. Fair. But now that it has come to this, did treat everybody that I could, right? You're recovering. You still won't talk to me. Still haven't met anybody there, so yes. Okay, let's see. I should honestly probably upgrade some of these. Those are all 2,000. Go ahead and increase you. Increase my health. Increase the damage and the absorption, I think. Or did I not have enough? I thought I had 1,200. Oh, because that one cost 1,000. Okay. Well, still, that gets me up to level 18. And these boosts should help a lot. Christian faith cult. So, what is our immortality? Having your name inscribed in history, raising children who will honor your memory, earning your place among the saints of heaven. Sean Hampton, founder of the Hampton Asylum in East End, has his opinion on the matter. Eternity comes to those who bear divine presence in themselves. Mr. Hampton, also known as the Sad Saint for his unequaled empathy towards others, and his constant pity for their plight has created with his asylum a haven for lost souls. He keeps the poor fed and gives them a roof to sleep under. Still, the asylum has now been closed for a few days, and his last accessible orations took a turn towards cult-like worship. If heresy can be defined as faith gone adrift, Sean Hampton and his flock may have been turned into heretics. The first time since I have known the sad saint, people speaking ill of him and the mysterious chants heard through the closed doors of the shelter worry more than they encourage. As a possible consequence of this suspicion, the sanitary situation of the docks has drastically decreased. Deprived of a place to rest, the poor get sick from sleeping rough, preferring to catch their death under the stars than join an unknown cult. That alone says enough of the tarnished reputation of the sad saint, a reputation that will be restored only when the doors of his asylum open once again. So he's missing. Healthy. Missing. Interesting. Oh, all you guys got sick. Holy crap, that decreased a lot. Fatigue. Geez, so much fatigue. It went from sanitized down to just stable. Jeez. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I need 7 fatigues. Eight, 9. Need 10 fatigues. Alright. Well, I think that is where I'm going to go ahead and end this for the night. Tomorrow, I shall get to defeating Mary. So, I'm going to go ahead and sign off for the evening. So have a good one.